today. Okay, so we're gonna get a warm-up going, then we're gonna do a little bit of a drill, and then we'll finish with a game. Okay. So first thing, if you'll set your racket down and come over here, it'll help me demonstrate. I just want you about like 4 steps away, right about there, and then face me. You're gonna have a ball. Okay, we're just gonna. I'm gonna be on the dot. You're gonna go out to my backhand side, toss it to me. I'm gonna have to move to catch it, and then I'm just bowling it back to her. So actually, over here, so that you can see my hand. So you're gonna throw it over here. I'm gonna grab the ball, and I'm just gonna so you would bowl with your left hand. Catch it, and then I'm just throwing it back. And that. We're just going to do some more warm up, get our body moving. Good. Okay. Y'all get out there and we'll get started. That, pretty good. We're warmed up with our bodies. We're going to grab our racket. I want y'all to head over to the service line on the other side. And I'm just going to do kind of the same thing. I'm going to feed y'all a ball, but I want y'all feeling it with your racket in your hand now, like you're bowling that ball. So you go back and you bowl through with your backhand. So you're dropping. Really, what we're wanting to feel is dropping the racket. You take it back and you drop because you have to. So it's kind of the same feeling that y'all just had when y'all were bowling that ball. That's what we call it, bowling. Yeah. So I'll just have y'all can just be in a line with the service line. I'll feed y'all 2 and then rotate. You're just really feeling it. You shouldn't hit too hard. Good. Drop that left hand. Good. That was a good one. Better. Okay, now we're going to progress into the drill. Okay, what I want is, Johanna, you can be my partner here. If y'all will come over here to this service box, Johanna, you're going to be hitting with me across. We're going down the line. We're going to try to hit the majority of backhands. Yeah, y'all can just stand right there. That's good. We're going to try to hit majority of backhands here. So try to keep it to each other's backhands. We're going to be at the baseline, just rallying back and forth. So you can go to the baseline. Y'all are just going to feed and play out the point, trying to really work on bowling that left hand. You're okay. Good. So what are we working on with our left hand? Bowling that left hand, good. All right, let's get out there and get started with the drill. One thing I want you to work on is really stepping into that court when you're hitting that backhand. Because what that does is it helps you get your shoulders forward and all that body weight moving forward. It'll give you a little bit extra power going through it. Then you don't have to do as much with your arm. Okay, for you, what I want to work on is when you're in your ready stance, instead of taking it back down low and then going through it, I want you to take it back shoulder height or chest height, then you drop it. All that's going to do is it's going to help you feel the drop better. Because when you go down and then through, it kind of sometimes you'll come up and then go down. So we want to take it back high and then go down low and then bowl that ball. Okay. Okay, one thing for you as well is when that ball is coming, especially on our backhand, we got to really move our feet extra. On our forehand, we can kind of be athletic because we only have one hand on there, but because we have 2 hands, we're kind of tied. So I want a lot more little steps right before you step forward. So you're doing really good, but sometimes they're getting out of position. So I want a couple little steps, then you step in it.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes. Little step. Yeah.
One thing you need to work on is kind of getting more penetrating backhands. you have a really good stroke and that grip has gotten a lot better. But what we want to do is when we make contact, we really want to extend that hitting zone. Okay? So if I had a ball, grab the balls here. If I had a ball, you were to go to make contact with this. 1, 2, 3. So that's what we call extending the hitting zone. We're trying to hit all 3 of those balls. Sometimes you're going straight up. So if you barely mistime it, it's going to shank and go crazy. Okay, so you're really trying to go through.
Are you still trying to get like over your shoulder?
Not necessarily. It doesn't matter after that. You can, for all I care, there's a lot of people that might even go way up here, way down here. As long as you go through it there, the rest doesn't really matter. Like Nadal on his forehand, he goes through it and then he like accidentally sniffing his armpit. So really it doesn't matter after that as long as you're extending that hitting zone. Yeah. Okay. The rest of the game, so we're doing the same thing. We're rallying down the middle or down the line with our partner, but now we're playing the 100 ball game is what we call it. Okay. So what the 100 ball game is when you're rallying, however long that rally is, let's say it was 20 balls, that's how much the point is worth. Okay, so if we hit 20 balls in that rally, then and she wins that point, then she's up 20-0. Okay, so it's a fine line of being consistent, but also trying to win the point. So you're kind of trying to do a little bit mix of both. If you can win the point, you obviously want to win it, but you got to stay in that point to get more points as well. Okay, so it's going to look like this. The feed does count 1, 2, 3. Oh, so that was 3 balls, and now she's up 3-0. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now what would it be? There's a 4-ball rally. There's 3, or she was up 3-0. I won that point. So now I'm up 4-3, right? So that's how it would go. We'll play to 50, and then we'll be done and wrap up. Sound good? All right. Make sure y'all are really moving those feet and extending that hitting zone. Got to get it out in front on that backhand. Down in front, yeah. You're kind of catching it late. Now that we did one game of that, I want winners to move that way, losers to move that way, and we're going to do that game one more time. And then we'll wrap it up. Sound good? All right, y'all get out there. Make sure y'all are really getting it out in front and moving those feet to where it's a good job there. What were some of the things that stood out to y'all working on backhand? Bowling with your left hand, yeah, that's good.
I'm not good with the follow through, so like going all the way through, not stopping with the ball. Baby steps.
Baby steps, yeah. To make sure you get that ball in your strike zone and not way out here, way inside you. What else? One more.
Keeping your racket chest height while you turn and then drop it.
Back. Okay, so some of those things that we worked on today will help y'all in y'all's cardio groups as well. So make sure y'all continue to work on these, not just in this 30-minute lesson, but also in the future. Make sure y'all are working on that as well. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good week.
Thanks.